pause right there. I'm super excited about this training tonight. If you are in the car, I encourage you to pull over and take notes because I have seen Mr. Hurst do this training in Raleigh, Chicago, Grand Rapids, and probably 2 to 3 other cities that I'm not remembering right now. And every single market that I see him do this training, there are millionaire club members in the room whose eyes are like this, who are coming up to him afterwards saying, I don't think I got it. Like, I don't think I really got it until you did this training. And I'm not talking about brand new people. I'm talking about millionaire club members that have been around for 20 years who have come up to him and said, I don't think I really understood what Legalshield has done lately with the compensation plan until you did this training. I always tell people that my husband is like Rain Man. He can calculate anything. He always taught me, even early on, because he helped me go ED. He taught me how to map out my money. So if you want to know how the money works, because it's not really about the money, it's about what the money can do. But if you don't know how the money works, then you can't get the money to go do the things that you need it to do. So that's why I'm excited for him to be able to finally share this training with the Performance family, because lots of other folks across the country have seen it. And so I'm going to turn it over now to $50,000 ring earner part-time and future millionaire club member and platinum, top small business producer in the state of Ohio, as well as network vice president over Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, and Kentucky. I'll turn it over to the great Rob Hurst. I'll turn it over to you, babe.
All right. Can everybody hear me okay? All right, good stuff. Well, thank you so much for that introduction, Mrs. Hurst. And I look forward to hearing that introduction every day I walk in the house. No, but seriously, man, guys, we're so excited to get a chance to share this with the Performance family. As she stated, I've been sharing it with so many other markets, but I haven't even shared it with the family, right? So, but here's what's great. You know, I've even been on other calls sharing this, and people have asked me to come on and train on it. But I have a PowerPoint, so you get a chance to actually see something and be able to take notes and take screenshots, whatever you feel is necessary. But I'm definitely thankful to be on this call. And first off, I want to thank the Frank and Teresa Coyne, and I'm going to tell you why. Because what I'm going to talk about, if it had not been for them and their idea of Performance Club, we called it Players Club back in the day, none of us would be able to benefit from what I'm going to talk about. I'm also going to share this with you all as well. What you're going to see, had we had this in place when I first started, and I did the numbers, right? So if we were doing what we're doing now or more, there's definitely been times we've done way more, Legalshield would have paid us over $375,000 in bonuses from the time we started. Just think about that for a second. So what that means for a lot of you all that are new out there, congratulations, right? Because you got a gigantic raise that you didn't even know existed. So, and I do want to say this, for all the new people that are out there, I just want you to know, as you see this training, you know, one of the things that if you're brand new, what you should be focused on, because if you do this the right way, you'll roll right into what I'm going to train on. And that is getting yourself to manager, right? You need to be thinking about going manager and creating managers. And if you go manager, create managers, just as an example, you know, if you were to get 3 recruits and you help those individuals get fast start qualified, guess what? For you, you're going to go senior associate, they're going to go senior associate, you're going to go manager. It's well over $1,800 something in commission and bonuses. So that's what you have, right? We didn't have that, right? Mrs. Hurst talks about how much she made, you know, when she first started doing something very similar. It's about $400 something, $500 something, but it would have been $1,900 had we had this in place. So we're happy, we're excited. We were excited about that. But I'm even excited now because what it means for us that have been in for a while, but for those that are brand new, it is time to make money, guys, right? Because we got involved with this. We got excited about, you know, the services, the opportunity, and what it could mean for us. But I want to go ahead and just talk about, you know, what this means to you. And before we get into all the numbers, I always like to kind of set it up because, you know, we can see the numbers all day and get excited about the numbers. There's action, obviously, that has to drive all of this, right? It doesn't just happen on its own. So I'm going to have an opportunity to kind of keep it real with you before we get into the numbers. So this is called maximizing the glue for your business. Now, what's interesting, when I first did this training, we were in Raleigh with Nick Odom. And they wanted us to do a training. I was like up all night, like, man, what can I train on? What can I train on? And I've been already doing this in my head. And so I just kind of threw it together and I did the next day. And ever since then, I've been doing everywhere I go. It's kind of being requested. In fact, the sardines, they reached out to me and said, hey, can you send us to training? So the word's getting around. But the reality is this. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's trained on this, right? It's just something that me and April saw and said, okay, how do we maximize what the company has put in place? So, the 5 major pieces for success is, number one, your philosophy, right? That's how you think. How I think plays a huge part in how I move forward. Attitude, that's how you feel, right? So, we have our philosophies have to be right. And if our philosophies are right, our attitude will be right as well. And then that helps with our action, right? That's action is what you do. And then there's results, right? Results, that's how we measure our progress. And then there's a lifestyle. But see, what happens many times, and I know myself as well, I wanted a lifestyle. I saw the success that people were having. I was hearing about the millionaire clubbers. I want that lifestyle, And so what I knew, I had to do things. I had to put things into action. I had to have a PBR, do all these different things to go ahead and get myself set up. And I was looking for results. But what I realized, my philosophy wasn't right. My attitude wasn't right. And so what would happen, I would start and stop. So I had to change my philosophy, and we'll talk about that. There's seven driving components for success in Legalshield. Number one, you have to believe that you can learn anything, right? You have to believe that you can learn and that you're willing to be coachable. Here's what I mean by that. When I first got started with Legalshield, I wanted to be already there, right? Well, anytime you're starting anything new, you're not going to be at your best because you haven't learned yet, And so I had to learn how to be in student mode. So what I want to share with a lot of new people, be in student mode, right? Be okay because you're actually being trained, you're actually being taught, but you have to be willing, right? You have to believe that you can learn. And as Tom Big Al Schreider says, if you learned how to ride a bike and you learned how to ride a car, you can learn anything, right? So if we learn how to do that, we can do it, right? So you have to be willing to learn and be coachable, which is very key. You have to be coachable, meaning whatever your sponsor is telling you, like, do it like this, trust me, do it like this. It will save you a lot of time and energy. Second, you have to have a strong why. So what's your wants and reasons for doing this? And you have to be very clear on that because that's also a big part of what is going to drive you to build your business. Number 3 is belief in the company, the product, the opportunity, and the mission. See, I couldn't get started in Legalshield and think I was going to have success if I didn't believe in the product. So you have to believe in the product, right? How do we gain belief in product? We use the product, right? We're our best testimony. Guys, if we were sitting here selling a diet product, people want to see before and after pictures. Well, there's no before and after picture as a Legalshield member, but there's before and after stories, right? So as those stories sell, facts tell, and we have the ability to do that by using the services. And then obviously doing what's necessary to gain the success and opportunity. Number 4 is belief in the system of the 10 core commitments. So if you don't know what the 10 core commitments are, guess what? Get with your sponsor there. Make sure you know what the 10 core is because that is definitely the thing that plays a huge part as well. And these last three things, because if you think about the first 4, they're more so philosophical. But these last 3 things are things that we also can control, which is activity. So, nothing's going to happen with activity. Nothing's going to happen if I'm not reaching out to people. Number 2 is personal development. You have to be sold on personal growth, right? Being able to grow as a person. See, the only way we can change is by reading different things, experiencing different things that give us a different perspective on what success can look like. And then the last one, this is a big one, showing up. I'm a big stickler on that. See, I believe when people show up, showing up is half a success, right? That's 50% of it's done. Because if you're in the environment, as one of my friends said, if you hang around a barbershop long enough, you're going to get a haircut, right? So if you're in the environment, guess what? You're going to learn, right? When you're at your weekly briefing, when you're at your Super Saturdays, when you're on your team calls like we're on right now. And so when I look at like where someone is on the track success, that's one of the biggest components I look at, like, are they showing up? Are they showing up? Because we can't build the business and not be in the business. It doesn't work that way. It's a home-based business, not a home-bound business. And so, you want to get out, right? You want to make sure that you're at your financial independence now. You want to make sure that you're at your Super Saturday. You want to make sure you're registered for convention because guess what? What you're doing is creating the success and the environment for the team that's not here yet. As they say, if you do it, the team will show up, right? You'll have the power. And so as we get into this next piece, I want to talk about that first because if these things are not happening, what I'm talking about won't happen for you, if I could keep it real. Because I've seen it, right? I've seen individuals that are like, oh, I'm going to kill this thing, and they're not doing these things, so they're not getting the results. It's kind of like if someone says, if you want to lose weight or if you want to get in shape, you must do this, but I end up at Burger King every single day. I got to follow the system that's in place, right? They've already shared, these are things that are going to happen. And if you do these things, this is how you can create the success. So, all right, so as we move forward, I want to talk about our dynamic compensation package. There's actually 11 different ways we get paid. And so when you think about it, when I started really thinking about this, I was like, so there's 11 different ways to get paid. I want to get paid all 11 ways. Why do I only want to get paid one? Right? If your job said there's 11 ways we can pay you, we all would want to experience all 11 of those ways, right? So I don't want to just have 2 ways of getting paid and 3 ways. I want all of it. So let's talk about that. So personal enrollments, overrides, fast start, bonuses and fast start match bonuses, future leaders bonuses and future leaders match bonus, more matching bonuses, builders bonus, residuals, residual income performance club, PC for life. Now, this is where I'm going to spend a lot of time on, which is the PC for life bonus, because this is the new program that the company added at our last convention. Now, when they first rolled out the PC for life bonus, I was excited, right? This was almost about a year and a half ago, and it was a little different, but I loved it. I thought it was great. Matter of fact, I even said, man, I hope they don't change it. Leave it alone, right? But then they made it better. And when I saw it the second time, the new one, I was like, are you serious? Oh, this is crazy. You got to be kidding me. There's no way they're going to pay us this type of money. But guys, we're going to show you living proof of what we're talking about, right? So executive director is the first step. So, in my opinion, if you really want to build big, you should be thinking about executive director. Yes, get the manager, create managers, 3 will set you free, all those different things, but you should be making a hard dash towards ED, right? You should be thinking like that every single month. So if you, I'll just give an example, if you plus 3, right, and this is if you're an executive director, if you plus 3 that were at the manager position, right, this is you going out and building a whole new squad, each were doing 120 in personal premium memberships, and then they had 3 people on their team doing the same thing, that would be $4,800 paid to you at the executive director position in this example, which, by the way, is about 1,560 membership premium, which you need 1,400 for ED, okay? So just think about that. Now stay with me on that. So it's you have 3 and they have 3. And each one does 120 membership premium. That's about $4,800 a month. Now it has been like this since the beginning of Legalshield. Well, since I've been in, let me say it like that. It has always been like that. And it's great money. But what Legalshield just did with the PC for life, they just gave you another stream of income. So let's talk about it. So one of the concepts that we really preach to our organization is not just PC by yourself, but help 3 PC with me. See, it's very important that we're always looking to create success source, not just be successful, right? If we help enough other people get where they want, guess what? We'll get what we want. So you have to always be thinking, but there's a formula here, because if I'm teaching 3 how to PC, then guess what they're going to do? They're going to duplicate what I'm doing. So let's say, for example, you have 3 associates at PC Pro. And we're going to talk about PC Pro tonight, okay? So we have 3 associates at PC Pro. The way it works, if you are the sponsor, if you're PC Pro qualified after your second month and after their second month, they're going to get their bonus. And we're going to talk about the highest retention, 82% and above. You will get a $125 bonus for yourself. So for you that are brand new, congratulations. Because guess what? We had to wait 12 months to get our first bonus. But you have an opportunity to get your first bonus after your second month. Same thing for your team as well. So when those 3 PC Pro, guess what? You get $100 per associate on your team that gets a bonus. So that means if you're the sponsor of these 3 individuals, your performance club check is $425 every single month. Guys, I had to wait 3 years for something like that. And boy, you better not fall off, because you had to start all over. So we didn't have all the other different things that we have, but this is great, right? We actually have someone in our organization right now that is positioned to get a $425 check every single month starting next month, because she's been PC qualified for 12 months straight, and the person she sponsored has been PC qualified for 12 months straight, right? That's one person, okay? All right, so let's say you're a power team senior director, right? Power team senior director. So here's what a power team senior director is. First off, to be a senior director, you have to, obviously be at the director position, have 700 membership premium or more every month. obviously have Legalshield Advantage and be Performance Club qualified. And if you do that 3 months straight, you become what we call a Power Team Senior Director. So what happens, it opens up another level of bonuses. So at the Senior Director, Power Team Senior Director position, what that means for you is that, let's say you use the same example we used earlier. So you have 3 associates at PC Pro. What happens, you're the sponsor, you get the sponsor bonus, which was $100 if you remember, but then you also get another $125 bonus on top of that because you're the Power Team Senior Director. So that means altogether that's $225 per associate that you sponsored as they PC Pro qualified. So if those 3 did that, that's $675 in that example. A $675 monthly check can definitely change some things as a bonus, and that's a bonus. Also, let's just say those 3 individuals that are PC Pro qualified had 1 person on their team that was PC Pro qualified. So you will not get the sponsor, the $100 bonus, but you will get the $125 because you're the Power Team Senior Director. So for each one of those recruits, when they get their check, guess what? You're getting $125 times 3, right? Because they all each had 1. That's another $375 check plus your $125. That's a total of $1,175 Performance Club check at Power Team Senior Director. And on top of that, that's $840 in total membership premium. Commissions about $1,800. That's almost a $3,000 a month with a total of 6 PC Pro qualifiers. Let's go to the next stage, Executive Director. This is why you want to get to Executive Director. This is why I made that statement as I went through the ranks. All right, so to recap, if you're the sponsor, you get a $100 bonus when they PC Pro qualify. If you're the Power Team Senior Director, you get $125. If you're the Power Team Executive Director, you get $150. And also at Platinum, which I didn't add that, you get another $150. Now, let's talk about it for a second. So let's say you're a Power Team Executive Director. That means you've been Executive Director 3 months consecutively. Once that happens, guess what? You open up another level of income. So if you had 3, same example, you had 3 that you personally recruited, and they're PC Pro qualified, meaning they're getting 120 membership premium in 1 recruit every month. Guys, that's not a lot. That's 1 membership a week and 1 on a weekend with a recruit. It's not a lot. We're not even setting the world on fire. It's just consistency. But everybody's doing 120 and 1. You're getting the $100, the $125, and the $150 if there's no Power Team Senior Director in between you and what's happening with those individuals. But you sponsor them, so you're getting the $100, the $125, and the $150, which is $375 per person in this example, which is $1,125 in Performance Club bonus so far. Now, let's say those 3 find their 3, right? Help 3 PC with me. Well, they're going to sponsor, but guess what? If there's no Power Team Senior Director, then you're getting the Senior Director and the Executive Director bonus, which is $125 plus $150. So keep in mind, those 3 each have 3 recruits. 3 over here, another 3, that's 6, another 3, that's 9. That's a $275 bonus per associate, which now on the next level, you get another $2,475 added to your Performance Club check. Let's say you're still new. You're not even 12 months in the business. You're getting $125. Your total Performance Club check is $3,725 in Performance Club bonuses. Keep in mind, remember what I said earlier. That 120 and 1 would have paid you about $4,800, $5,000 in commissions, and it's always been like that. But the company says, hey, we're going to add something else on top of that, which this is another stream of income. So when you start adding this up, guys, it's like getting faster and manager matching bonuses over and over and over again. It's all about building, and the total payout in that example would be $8,525 a month, including commissions. That's a total of just 12 PC Pro qualifiers, not 40, not 50, not 100, 12. So imagine if you had 50. We're only talking about 1 membership a week and 1 recruit a month. It's not a lot. It's just consistency. It's just doing your 2 to 3 exposures a day, getting in front of people, following up. being coachable, right? Showing up at the briefing, right? Being on the team calls. If that's not happened, this won't happen for you. I've watched it. I've watched people who say, well, I'm going to do it my way, and this never happens because the system is made for people to succeed, but you have to be willing to learn. So we see this income. Imagine what you could do with an extra $3,725 every single month. That might change your zip code. It might change the whole job situation, especially when you add the commission. So let's talk about platinum, because everybody is where they are at every level, right? So, executive director is great, but you should always be thinking about how do I get to the next level? We should never get comfortable, in my opinion. Right? If you're good with what you're doing, great. But if you really want to go to the top, you should always be thinking. So if you're executive director, you should be thinking, how do I create more executive directors? How do I help other people? Right? Because it's not just about me having success. It's about helping others to have success so that we all win, so that we're all on these trips together, so we're all experiencing these bonuses, we're all on stage together. That's what it's about. So as I get ready to wrap up, here's the platinum bonus. So I want you to think about this. Now remember, the platinum bonus is $150. So if you had 4 ED legs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're getting 150 as the platinum, the power team platinum, by the way, 3 months consecutive, and each one of those EDs have 12 PC Pro qualifiers in each leg, 12 over here, 12 over here, 12 over here, 12 here. That's a total of 48. Then we're talking about a $7,200 bonus if you're the platinum in that example. And then that platinum says that's just happened as a result because they've just been building leaders. But they say, I'm going to go ahead and build another leg. We could add another $5,400 because they're getting the platinum, the executive director, the senior director, and the sponsor, all that stuff that we just talked about. It's a total of $12,600 in this example for a Performance Club check. When Performance Club was only $500 a month, and that's it. So this is why I said, had this been around when we first started, it would be over $375,000 additional in bonuses over the last 15 years. I was just sitting with a prospect, and I shared this with him. He was like, oh my gosh. And then he said, sorry for you, man. I'm ready to get started, right? But it's a great opportunity, guys. We got the best opportunity on this planet, bar none. That's why you have people that are tearing it up, trying to get over here and get themselves in our company, because it's some real income, but we have a real product as well. So we always have to remember it's not about us. Our job is to create the environment of success so everyone can win. I show up even if I don't have a guest. I show up even if I don't have an associate there, because I understand I'm creating an environment for the next person that wants to come in here and win, right? That's how we always have to think. And then you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want. So this is an example. You probably can't see it too well, but this was this past Salt Lake convention. And this was off of the old Performance Club program. Well, actually, it was the builder's bonus. But it was a $6,750 check just for us helping other people be successful with this. And I'm going to tell you, those people that have been successful, they've been consistent because now they have a great habit of knowing how to build their business. Now they're in the process of duplicating it, right? So Performance Club sets great habits, right? Being consistent, qualifying for something every single month. And honestly, I'm going to tell y'all, even if you've been in the business 5 months, if you're Performance Club qualified and you're getting bonus checks and someone says, well, how are you doing in it? You can say with pride, I'm part of a prestigious Performance Club program, where they give us additional bonuses for helping more people. I'm telling you, because I was listening to an associate respond to someone's question, but they were able to say, you know what, because of Performance Club and because of how this business works, I've made about an extra $1,000 in a month, part-time, and I don't even have a lot of time. For somebody who's looking for something part-time, $1,000 means something. As Jim Rohn says, the part-time story is always more powerful than a full-time story. This is one of our biggest checks so far since they wrote out this program the last handful of months. And it was a $2,076 Performance Club check. Guys, we were only allowed to make $500. So when you look at it like this, and I don't say it's an impression, but impress upon you, every single person in this Zoom can have checks like this every single month. But you have to believe that you can learn. You have to believe in the system. You have to believe that this is a great company. You have to believe in showing up. You have to believe in personal development. You have to believe in doing the activity so this becomes the reality. And I'm going to tell you, when you run across somebody who's really sharp, They want to know what's happening. And when you can say, well, listen, this is just a bonus check, they're like, oh, okay, right? And so stories sell, right? Facts tell, stories sell. And Performance Club is now another stream of income that we all can now elevate our financial status and be where we want to be from the day that we started as a Legalshield associate. So I turn it back to you, Mrs. Hurst.